What is happening, and welcome to another Photography Talk episode. 171. Now, in today's episode of Photography Talk is full of news from Canon, so apologies to Nikon, Sony, and other brand loyalists who are out there. Now, first up, we're going to talk about the surprising news that Canon is hanging on to the EOS M line of cameras rather than stopping production. Now, why are they doing that? Well, we're going to dive into details in just a moment. Then we're going to take a look at the RF lens roadmap and what Canon needs to do to develop a broader lines of lenses. Hint, they have to make a lot of lenses in the oncoming years. Really no surprise. But lastly, what we're going to do is we're going to close off news about the EOS R1 and the time frame, and it's not all rumors. Instead, Canon has confirmed something about the R1, which I will reveal a little bit later. But first, look, every single week we put these videos together to keep you informed as far as what is happening in the industry. Now, of course, if you find some value with these videos, friends, we sure would appreciate you crushing the heck out of that like button. And as I keep saying over and over again, so does the YouTube algorithm. So friends, that is that. We appreciate that ahead of time. Now, let's shift gears and get on to this week's headlines. Now, for the longest time, it seemed that the writing has been on the wall that Canon's M lineup of cameras were going to be going bye-bye. I mean, after all, the rapid expansion of the R family of cameras and the RF lenses, there didn't seem to be really much point, when you think about it, keeping the M family around. And this is especially true after Canon released the R50, which essentially is the direct replacement for the EOS M50. So everyone thought. However, Canon recently confirmed that all the speculation about the death of the M cameras is, well, not accurate. And the reason is pretty simple. Canon says they're selling a ton of these cameras, so it really doesn't make sense for them to give it the axe. Now, let's not get all carried away here. This doesn't mean that the M line is going to be around forever, but with its continued popularity as a even smaller and, hey, let's be real here, lighter option than the smallest EOS R cameras, Canon's going to keep the M line around a little bit longer. I mean, it does make sense. If they're making sales, hey, keep with it. And besides, the M50 cameras has been one of Canon's best sellers in the Asian markets for some time. Now, with strong sales and a huge market, it's easy to see why Canon wants to keep the EOS M camera around a little, or I'm sorry, the family around a little bit longer. Now, if you ask me, Canon's done a very good job of pushing out the RF lenses over the years. And as I said many times over and over again, one of the primary reasons why I moved from Nikon over to Canon was because of the RF lenses that were available with the ART platform when it launched back in 2018. That's been a while. Wow, almost five years. Wow. But despite Canon's effort to build a solid collection of RF lenses, there still is when you think about it, there's a long way to go to have as many RF lenses as there are EF lenses. For example, did you know there are 33 RF lenses right now? You want to take a guess at how many EF lenses there were? Well, I'll tell you, for comparisons, there were more than 70 EF lenses when the EOS R camera was released. So the big question here is, how is Canon going to bridge that gap? Well, the answer is simple. Keep producing lenses at a very fast rate. Now, at this point, Canon has been releasing on average about 7 to 8 RF lenses each year. That means they're going to need to keep at this current pace for another 5 to 6 years to build out an RF lens library that matches the selection of EF, or that are in the EF lineup. But this needs to be kept in mind here. This isn't just about creating RF lenses for the sake of equaling the EF lens selection. This is about giving the customers what they want and giving them more choices as well. By contrast, Sony has more than 70 current E-mount lenses, and that doesn't even count third-party lenses available for the platform. Now, Canon, meanwhile, doesn't license third-party companies to make RF lenses, which is a big fat bummer. So if you use a EOS R camera, you're really pretty much limited to the glass that is available. Well, unless you use one of those EF to RF adapters and use old EF lenses. Anyways, I'm willing to wait for more RF lenses because Canon has proven good things come to those that wait. The RF lenses that I have are some of the best that I've ever owned. So if it takes a few years to get another killer lens, so be it. Let's keep the thing rolling with news about the EOS R1. Now, We've assumed for quite some time that the EOS R was in development, but there was really never any official word from Canon that really confirmed this. Well, friends, take note, that has changed. Canon has officially confirmed that it is working on the R1. Likewise, the company's confirmed that it will be the flagship model of the R family. Now, of course, none of this comes at much of a surprise when you think about it. The 1D lineup was the flagship of Canon's DSLR camera, so it makes sense that the EOS R1 will be the same for the R ecosystem. Unfortunately though, nothing else about the R1 has been confirmed, including when it might be released. Now, as we've discussed in prior episodes, the 2024 Summer Olympics is a perfect time to launch the R1. So I fully expect Canon to officially make some sort of announcement, I'm going to guess in the first quarter of 2024. And of course, as always, as we learn more information about this camera, or heck, any other camera, we'll keep you guys informed. And with that said, friends, that wraps up this week's news or headlines. Now let's shift gears and talk about our current giveaway, because we have 3 great prizes up for the grab. We have a Holdfast Gear Remographer bag, we have a Vanguard Veo 3 Go tripod, and of course, the $100 Amazon gift card. Now, as always, entering the giveaway is, friends, we make it super easy. First of all, step 1, you gotta like this video and subscribe to the channel. Step 2, leave a comment below. In fact, the more videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the more chances that you have to win. So by all means, get watching some of our other videos and leave some comments. Step 3, register on Photography Talk and introduce yourself in the forum. Now, if you happen to register on the site during one of the last giveaways, you're still eligible to win, but as I keep saying over and over again, swing it by, post some photos. We would love to hear from you. And that is it. For complete details on the giveaway, including how to register on Photography Talk or how to say hello in the forum, check the description below. Good luck. And one last thing, if you enjoy this sort of content, be sure to head over to Photography Talk, sign up for an account. It's free to do so, and it gives you access to literally thousands of photography-related articles on the site, including news articles about camera gear, photography tutorials, and much, much more. So take a moment, sign up for an account, and get access to material that will help you take your best shot. And friends, that is officially it for this episode. As always, we are humbled and we are thankful that you have taken time out of your busy schedule to support the channel, watch this video, and we hope it was of some value to you. Now, of course, it's that time of the video where I'm going to shift gears, and before I do so and start shutting off these cameras, please consider hitting the like button, subscribe, hit all notifications so every single time that we come out with a video just like the one that you just watched, Google or YouTube for that matter is going to do its whole thing and give you a heads up that that video is ready for you to view. That said, I'm going to be turning off my camera, so you get out there, stay healthy, and take your best shot.